all of a sudden, the person receiving the massage can focus on the warmth of your hands on their body, connecting, being present. Their brain melts, their body relaxes, right? Suddenly, the idea of getting naked doesn't feel so scary. It feels exciting.
Welcome to the Sex After Kids podcast, a place for parents to come and learn together about the sometimes bumpy road back into the saddle of their sex life after adoption, childbirth, or joining a blended family. I am your host, Sofia Ashley, certified sex educator and sex coach, mother and stepmother, and your totally TMI guide to becoming BFFs with your body and initiating easy, connected, and confident, naked, sexy fun times. Here we are, one part science of sex, one part mindfulness magic, and one part straight up real talk to help you find the spark in your relationship and yourself after kids. I'm so glad you're here.
Hey folks, welcome back to the podcast. Today we are getting real about foreplay. It is not just the 5 minutes before sex kind of foreplay, but the playful, curiosity-driven connection that makes everything in the bedroom hotter. And honestly, I'm going to tell you about the foreplay pregame that you are probably skipping and why it matters way more than you think it does. So let's be honest, right? Sometimes after it's been weeks or months or even longer without sex, getting started again can feel awkward as fuck, right? I have definitely been there where it's like we go to do it, whether we've scheduled it or I'm not like super hot and horny, but willing to go there, excited to go there. I kind of have this moment of like, how do we even do this anymore? Like I forget how to make out and I'm like transported back to my teenage years. That is actually pretty normal. And the good news is that you don't have to leap straight into the deep end, right? We can wade in slowly with play and curiosity and zero pressure. You're going to hear me say that probably almost every single episode, zero pressure. Foreplay and almost like pre-foreplay is the way to go. So most parents I work with are in survival mode, right? By the time you finally get a sliver of alone time, you are tired, touched out, or halfway asleep. And foreplay, the way we normally think of it, becomes this kind of rushed checklist if it happens at all. And what most people miss is that the best foreplay doesn't even start in the bedroom, right? It's all about creating safety, trust, and a sense of I love you and you're wanted with zero pressure from both of you, right? For the lower libido partner who often feels the weight of expectation, pressure-free flirting and gentle connection are the game changers. And for higher libido partners who are caught in that rejection cycle, this kind of pre-foreplay is a way for both of you to feel loved and seen and connected and allow the door to open to intimacy. So let's talk about this pre-game because this is everything that happens long before the clothes come off, right? It's the flirty text in the middle of the day. It's the spontaneous compliment. It's the inside joke that's whispered while making dinner. It's the full body 30-second hug that lingers just that little bit longer than usual. It's fully greeting your partner when they walk in the door and come home. These little moments say, I want you, but I no need to go all the way unless you want to. And that's how you melt the defenses and open the door to real and relaxed intimacy. So what do I mean by pressure free and how does this work, right? Because I think I say this a lot, but I want to give you a scenario two scenarios, and I want you to think about which person's going to be more interested in moving into sex. So I want you to imagine a situation where you have offered your partner a massage. In scenario A, they have no real idea if sex is required or not, but they are likely assuming that your invitation to a massage is an invitation to something bigger. So it might feel a little transactional. It might feel like I'm going to give you this massage in order to get a BJ or get sex, which takes the gift of the massage, it doesn't make it a gift anymore, right? Because it feels like we're giving to get. I'm not always saying that's the intent, but it's the habit we can get into. And then the other piece is if our partner doesn't know if you offered the massage to just offer the massage, or if there's an expectation or a hope for sex afterwards, then while you are massaging your partner, the whole time they're already bracing themselves. They are already trying to figure out how to get out of it. They're trying to figure out if they want to. They're trying to figure out how to convince themselves if they could. And you haven't even made the ask yet. So you're busy massaging away, and they are busy in their brain going, oh my God, how do I get out of this? Do I want to do this? How could I convince myself to do this? Maybe I could take some deep breaths, right? There's a whole narrative going on. Let me know in the comments if that's just me. Maybe that's my probably ADHD brain, but I'd love to know if you resonate. And likewise, if you're the person giving the massage, you might also be thinking, I wonder if this is going to relax them enough to want to go to the next step. Should I make a move? Should I not make a move? Right? Nobody is present to the massage. No one is enjoying the massage. Everyone is stuck in their head thinking about what could happen 3 steps from now. I think you can see where I'm going with this, right? In scenario B, you both agree from the beginning with some simple consent tools that it's a back massage. That's it. No pressure, no expectation, right? We're just going to give a back massage because I want to give you love right now. And maybe it'll result in sex and maybe it won't, but I'm going to enjoy giving you this massage regardless of what happens afterwards. And I want you to enjoy this massage regardless of what happens afterwards. All of a sudden, the person receiving the massage can focus on the warmth of your hands on their body, connecting, being present. Their brain melts, their body relaxes, right? Suddenly, the idea of getting naked doesn't feel so scary. It feels exciting. So who do you think might be more ready to say yes to taking things further? Spoiler, right? It's always the partner who feels safe, seen, and not pressured. Or rather, it's the partner who has been supported to melt so fully into the moment of relaxation and connection with you that they can open the door into, that was yummy, I want more. Instead of, I couldn't enjoy that because I was bracing myself for what was going to happen next or what I thought was going to happen next. Let me know if this is clicking. Okay, so let's make this fun, right? Here are some of my favorite ways to bring play back into foreplay, or your like pre-foreplay foreplay, even if you are busy, tired, or feeling a little bit awkward. So the first is the 3-minute makeout. We're just going to set a timer and just make out. No goal, no agenda, just kissing, noticing the kissing, and noticing what comes up and laughing about the awkward moments. The second is the compliment bomb. We're going to trade genuine, non-sexual compliments. Go back and forth for 2 minutes, and you will be surprised how quickly the mood shifts between the two of you. The third is hands-only touch. So agree to touch each other everywhere except for the places you usually go. It's about curiosity, not climax. So can you massage every other part of your partner's body? Can you elicit an arousal response by tickling their lower belly or whispering to the back of their knees, etc., right? And the last one is kind of a sexy truth or dare, but we keep it light and silly. Dares like whisper your favorite fantasy or share one thing you would love to try help people to communicate and connect. Another one is just simply the anticipation game. So throughout the day, sending flirty texts or love notes about what we're looking forward to together tonight. When we are building anticipation before we even see each other, that can build the excitement. All again in a context of no pressure. So if you listen to last week's episode, we talked about scheduling sex, right? And so you can think of all this pre-game stuff as stuff that we can do leading up to a scheduled sex date, but remembering that we haven't scheduled sex. We've scheduled relaxed, present connection. And if we do all of this, we can keep all of this pre-game foreplay pretty non-sexual if our partner's quite shut down about sex. we can amp it up a notch and make it a little bit more sassy if our partner's already willing and in that dance with us. But it all builds up to a no pressure, sexy connection time where our goal is naked fun. Okay. These games are not just about getting turned on. They're about building safety, trust, and curiosity, reminding you both that sex is supposed to be fun, not a performance review. So if it has been a while and you're thinking, how do we even do this again? I want you to start with the pre-game. Focus on safety, relaxed connection, and minimizing or eliminating the pressure and the expectation. I promise when you do that, you open the door to your partner's libido. Try one of these games or the massage experiment I talked about and see how it feels to open the door, just a crack, to playful possibility. If you are looking to get more support to get out of the roommate rut and back into naked fun, then I invite you to try the Roommates to Romance Challenge. It's $9 and it's a 14-day done-for-you challenge where all you do is open your email every day and I give you one little prompt you can do in under 5 minutes to bring back the fun and the flirt and do this pre-game flirting. And if you need even more support than that, if you're worried your partner is not going to respond well or you're unsure how things are going to go, you can always upgrade to one-on-one coaching with me for the 14 days of the challenge for literally $47. So for less than the cost of a night out, you can have an entirely new feeling relationship in 14 days or less. I am here to make the magic happen for you, and you can check the link below to get registered. You can start anytime. Thanks so much for joining me here today. I would love to hear in the comments which is your favorite tip that I've suggested here, or if you have any ideas that have really worked for you, please share them, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.
This is the part where we do the end bit, right? My friends, let's take a mindfulness minute here. Take a deep breath in, open that mouth and let out a big, deep, full body sigh. Voila. Your nervous system thanks you. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope that your head and your heart have something new to consider, something new to talk about, and something new to try. No husbands were harmed in the making of this podcast, and a big thank you to my husband for his help and original music composition. Love you, babe. This podcast was recorded on the traditional territories of the Kwanlin First Nation and Tonquachan Council in Whitehorse, Yukon. We acknowledge and are grateful to the original stewards of this land where we get to play, live, and raise our children. You can catch me on the Instagram at the Happy V Project for tips, tools, and anecdotes. And you can also join the weekly-ish newsletter for dispatches from my bedroom and my brain. Catch you next time.